We're talking Alamo Bowl tonight. Oklahoma takes on the Arizona Wildcats. This guy's a top 15 matchup. One of the better bowl game matchups out there. 9:15 p.m. Eastern kickoff tonight on ESPN. This game being played at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Arizona a 1.5-point favorite in this ball game. The over-under set at 59.5, guys. And as we look at top storylines, this game, like many across college football when it comes to bowl season, affected by opt-outs. Of course, Dillon Gabriel, the Oklahoma starting quarterback throughout the 2023 season, he is in the transfer portal, no longer with the team. So Jackson Arnold, the former five-star prospect, will get the start tonight against Arizona and will give Oklahoma fans a glimpse of the future, what that may look like. There's also change, though, when it comes to play calling. Jeff Lebby, of course, guys, headed to Mississippi State. He has taken over as the head coach of the Bulldogs. Seth Luttrell will get the opportunity to call plays for the Sooners with Jeff Lebby's departure. So you wonder, what does that look like on the offensive side, right? Can Oklahoma lean on? They bring in one of the most elite passing attacks in college football. They were so good throwing the football with Dillon Gabriel. Jackson Arnold played a little bit this season, and he was pretty good when he played, but realistically, what can you ask from Arnold in this game? How does this limit the offense? Does Seth Luttrell, what is the play calling like? Is it very similar to what Jeff Lebby did as the offensive scheme? Is it similar, or do we see Oklahoma completely switch things up? Who steps up in the trenches also, guys? You talk about the opt-outs. Oklahoma, they've been somewhat gutted in the portal up front. And you look at that Arizona front seven, guys, it's going to be a great matchup in this game, right? Oklahoma's kind of looking around. They've got plenty of talent, but a lot of the dudes they leaned on this season up front of the offensive line are no longer there. Arizona, their front seven, 18th nationally in sacks. They are 19th nationally in run defense. They average, guys, just under 3 sacks per game. So protecting a young quarterback in Jackson Arnold, getting a running game going to support him, to help him out in his first start of the season, going to be imperative because Oklahoma's got the weapons on the outside, right? They've got the weapons at wide receiver. They have not really felt any sort of opt-outs in that regard. So you would think Oklahoma still should be able to throw the football. Again, they've got big-time weapons on the outside. It's just all about giving a young quarterback in Jackson Arnold time and having some semblance of balance and some sort of running game to help him out in this football game. Now, I mentioned, guys, the passing offense of Oklahoma. Arizona also throws it all over the yard with their fantastic quarterback, their fantastic offensive performance, their playmakers, if you will. It's a pair of lackluster passing defenses in this football game. Arizona ranking 72nd against the pass. Oklahoma ranking 97th. 72nd and 97th. There's going to be some fireworks through the air in this football game for sure. Both these quarterbacks, certainly Arizona's quarterback, their passing attack, great weapons on the outside. I think we're going to see the football flying all over the place tonight. And then, guys, can the Sooners, speaking of that, their secondary, can they rely on opportunistic play from the secondary yet again? Because while they have not been able to slow down the passing attack, they've been really, really good in regards to creating turnovers and being opportunistic. 19 interceptions for Oklahoma on the 2023 season. So again, guys, we've seen this before, the bend but don't break defense, to where, again, not all that great statistically, but when it comes to turnovers, it comes to getting the football off of people, right? That makes a big difference in the football game. And also, guys, it's one final tune-up for Oklahoma before the SEC era begins in Norman officially. For Brent Venables' program, guys, you look at this season, they were 7-0 up until midpoint of the season, lost a couple games, if you will. Finished up 10-2, though. Obviously did not make an appearance in the Big 12 title game. Lost that game to Texas in the middle of the season. But Oklahoma, I think what you look at the positive momentum they generated this year, especially when you look back at year one, 2022, year one of the Brent Venables era, and the struggles they had, especially on the defensive side, when they were historically bad when it comes to Oklahoma defenses. I think certainly this was a step in the right direction for Brent Venables' program. I think they set themselves up well to take that jump and to make that jump, if you will, into the SEC. If you can win this bowl game, though, the positive momentum you take, especially without Dylan Gabriel, and you have Jackson Arnold at quarterback, and they feel really good about him. And, you beat a quality opponent, guys, in Arizona. You look at their schedule. Arizona, guys, was very, very close to having, they had a great season, but they were very close to having a special season. Had a couple games they lost by single digits. Mississippi State, Southern Cal, just to name a few. The games could have easily gone the other way. So this is going to be a fun game, guys. Top 15 matchup, of course. And again, for Oklahoma, a team that transitions into the SEC, what a momentum boost it would be to get their 11th win on the season and set the stage for what will be their entrance into the SEC in 2024. With that being said, guys, the prediction for the game. Both secondaries struggle to stop the pass. I think you've got a pair of very, very good pass catchers on both sides of the football. How does Jackson Arnold fare in this game? Can Oklahoma's offensive line give him time to throw and create some sort of running game, if you will? Also, Arizona. Again, love the quarterback, love the offense. I expect Brent Venables with extra time to get ready to have a really, really good game plan in place. I think this is going to be a fun game, guys. You look at this game, I think it's the highest ranked game of the bowl games outside of the college football playoff in regards to two teams, a pair of teams, both in the top 15. I think Oklahoma will edge out Arizona. I think Jackson Arnold will be solid at the quarterback position. I think they have enough depth on the offensive line to withstand what they lost. I think they'll get enough running game going, right, to not put so much pressure on Arnold. I think it's the Oklahoma wide receivers that make big plays. I think they make a difference in this one. And I think Oklahoma's defense, I think they're going to be opportunistic yet again. 19 interceptions. Do not forget, 19 picks in the 2023 season. I think they'll get the football off of Arizona a couple times tonight. I think they get the win. Lock me in. I've got Sooners 27, Arizona 23. And what I think is going to be a really, really fun back and forth Alamo Bowl. Again, guys, a top 15 matchup. Arizona is the 1.5 point favorite in this game. But guys, just a couple days ago, Arizona, I believe it was floating around a 3.5 point spread. So the money is coming in on Oklahoma. I don't think you're going to need the number. I like Oklahoma to win this thing straight up. Again, lock me in. Give me Oklahoma 27, Arizona 23.